God, you're huge. That castle looks tiny on your back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Ark Survival Evolved from the best place in the world to play this game. This is the Geeks Network. If you're new, this is the home to both my Patreon supporters and the Patreon supporters of Arahli The Geek, and this is where my Ark series has been taking place. We are now what is this, episode, I don't know, 12 off the top of my head. If that number is wrong, apologies. And I'm coming at you from the Ragnarok server. This is part of a cluster. This Ragnarok server is connected via, if you see that vertical beam over there, that's a tech transmitter. You can use it or any of the obelisks to travel between Ragnarok, the island, Aberration, and Scorched Earth. I've been on all of them today, running around setting up teleporters and things like that for some of the geeks. And today we are going to be doing a tour of the Desert Community Center. Now, if you caught the evening, I did Saturday morning Ark with UTC, building on my island out in the ruins, Ruins and Docks Island, out in the southwest of Ragnarok, pardon me. The evening stream, we tamed that behemoth, the Titanosaur. I have now renamed him Castle Von Titan. He used to be called the Winnebagosaur. And we are going to head there to check out that castle. I think we should do that first, and then after that, I'm going to take you around and show you some of the coolest spots in the community center, some of the spots that these awesome people have worked out. So let's do this thing, guys. So that right there is Castle Von Titan. Now, if you didn't catch it, the previous two episodes in the series are both from a Saturday night live stream. One of the best live streams I've ever had. Steady, 100 people watching the entire time. And in the first half, and in episode, I guess it would be 10, if memory serves, we tamed this behemoth. We did it with a couple of Quetzals. Shout out to Six Zenith for setting up that. We had two teams. We had Quetzals with cannons on the back, so there was a pilot and 3 gunners on each. We found this guy out here in the dunes, and we repeatedly smashed his head in with cannonballs until he basically passed out standing like a drunk. And, what time of day is it? Okay, it's getting dark. Okay, well, let's go ahead. You know what? I renamed the teleporter. I have not renamed him. So let's go ahead and do that. There you go, guys. So in the first half, we knocked him out. We put the saddle on him, and all together we stood around him, and we all tamed our first Titanosaur. No one had ever done it out of the crew that was on, and it was an epic amount of people working together to bring this thing down. And then once it was done, we spent the rest of the evening working on this, which is a giant castle on the back of it. So the folks, Glitch and Sick and Lizzie, all helped with the building. A bunch of other people were around, helping out, providing advice, giving input. It's nighttime and it's raining, but whatever. I like it, guys. We ended up with the wind turbine on the back, so he looks kind of like one of those Howl's Flying Castle things. And he, of course, is mobile. I could get on him and ride right now. Somebody's put in a bar with some of these eco cooking stations from the eco food tray thing. We've got storage and stuff back here, and we did 4 towers. Obviously, there is a second level here overlooking this little courtyard. I'm not sure if anybody's added anything up here. Ooh, little seating area. Lovely. And a little bit of adobe on the inside here. We did tame him in the desert. It seemed appropriate. Excuse me. We have some of this S+ glass here, and there is stained glass on the outside as well. And this one, I always forget, is from the one of the eco mods. Garden decor, I think, stained glass walls. Oh, and somebody did a bathroom back here. One of these tubs. They look really ridiculous when you lay in them. I've shown them off before. I won't bother. Oh, that's cool. These doors don't auto-open. That's nice. If somebody's in there taking a relaxing bath, they wouldn't get disturbed. And anything extra on this side? Let's have a little peek back here and see. I think Lizzie did bedrooms. Is that right? Oh, yeah, check it out. So we got some lovely sort of beds. These are from one of the mods, a little war map on the wall. And let's go and check out the towers, guys. Now, this was my biggest contribution to the project. I kind of stood around and watched for the first half of the building project. And then as we got onto the end of it, then we were trying to figure out what to do with the towers, how to top them off. I basically went to each one and tried a different design on each and asked the geeks which one looked best. And we all worked together to decide. Let's see how glitchy these stairs can be. Very right now. Good Lord, S+, get your stairs together. Okay, we're up. Oh, come on. What a mess those are. Okay, so we did 4 different designs. On this one, I did something like I did on the Saturday morning stream, where I had a big expanded thing out there with the castle, whatever you call them, the ramparts, parapets. I never know which word's the right word for the situation. I did a version with a pointed top, sort of like a Disneyland palace tower, that sort of a thing, using the S Plus sloped roofs, the little triangle ones. I did a version with railings on top, and then I did a version with upside down railings on top merged into walls. And I have shown you, I've shown you some stuff in the past, showing you how to make stuff go upside down with Structures Plus. Basically, you take the S Plus sloped walls, which can snap above or below. We snapped them below, and then anything you snap to that snaps upside down. So that was the little trick I did, and ended up with those cool towers. And I think the thing looks great. The concept we had was the towers on the front need to be a little shorter than the towers on the back, and then this thing was added as well. Somebody did work to try and put spotlights around the outside to show off the towers. I'm not sure if they worked. I guess we would see at night. I don't know if they'd have to be turned on. But let's hop down here. Yeah? Okay. And let's pilot the beast. So that is how he looks. Check that out. Is that fantastic or what? So I just want to stop and point out, I think these are the S Plus dynamic pillars. I don't think they're supposed to stay blue after they're placed. I don't know. But they seem to have stayed blue. Maybe that's a glitch. Maybe it goes away with time. But the best way to check this guy out is from piloting him. How cool is that? All right, now if I get his head facing forward and I use my alt camera, that's perfect. I can zoom out and we can see his magnificent face, and we can see barely see his magnificent face. Jeez. All right, and we can see the castle on the back lit up here at night. Ooh, there are little spotlights. See that, guys? Little spotlights around the bottom of the thing? Each of the towers. How cool. So shout out to the geeks for this, guys. There's not really much point in riding him around. He can't go, I mean, he's a little slow, so he can't go too far. Now, for those of you that are curious how he lives, how he stays alive, I think most of you know that the Titanosaur, when it was first put into the game, it's game breaking if you play on a PvP server, because, oh, look at those spotlights. Perfect. I just added a little gamma. The Titano is game-breaking because he can crush everything. He can walk up to a metal tower and obliterate it. And if you play PvP, they will... Basically, anybody who tames one could wipe out every other tribe on the map. And so, when they created this creature, they made it so that it would starve within a day of being tamed, so you could really only have whatever it is, 24, 48 hours, something like that. What we did, because we are not a PvP community, we are a PvE community. We play together on one big tribe as a community, mostly builders, a lot of breeders. We wanted him to stick around if we were going to go to the trouble of building an epic castle on the back. So Dusty, who is our admin, went and adjusted the food drain stat. When doing that, basically lowered it so that this guy would not starve, and so that he wouldn't get hungry quite so quickly, and we can keep him around for, realistically, forever at the rate that his food drains. And check out those spotlights on him, guys. He looks so good at night. I was worried about starting this video at night. Alright guys, so I'm going to take a break. Thank you for joining me as we check out the castle, and join me in the next chunk of the video as we dive into the Desert Community Center, which looks awesome at night, and I will show you some of the very best parts of it. Oh, he's being attacked. Oh, okay. Where's my shotgun at? Idiots. And welcome back, geeks. Check this place out. Like I said, it does look particularly fantastic at night. This was the first community center on this server. People put a ton of work and effort into it. I can somehow still get 30 frames in here, even with the amount of stuff that's been built. My graphics cards can keep up. They were getting 70 when I started the video. So coming down here, if you don't have a boss computer, would probably be a little bit rough. But the place looks great at night. It's got a lot of individual buildings. This is Sen's Oasis Bar and Grill. Got all the cooking stuff. Obviously has some awesome night lighting. This is from one of the eco things. It's basically a water fixture, like koi ponds, basically, that go down there. They are so good. And then we've got workshops and dino storage off to the side. This little A-frame that looks like one of my tutorial buildings is a bunkhouse. I think that's what it is. Yeah, bunkhouse. That's right. This is the former site of the teleporter. And then what do we have here? Desert Community Center, telling you all about it. We have a gate out this way to the deserts, and we're built into these ruins. They are so good. I featured these when they first came out in, I think, the second last episode of the Ragnarok Explorers Club series. Starter kits coming soon, so this is for new people, can come here and grab some starter gear. And this is the tech transmitter that I mentioned earlier. If I wanted to, I just click travel to another server, and I click and go to one of the other ones in the network. We have 7 on Scorched Earth, 2 people on Aberration, 1 on the island, and if I did have a look, there are 10 folks on right now on the Ragnarok server. So this is an active little community, and like I said, all patrons. If you did want to become a part of it, guys, links in the description, links in the cards. Link will pop up at the end of the video. You can check out my Patreon page. If you're not sure, join our Discord. That link is in the description as well. And in the Discord, you can chat with folks in the community. So I have 200 or so patrons, but there's 800 or so people in the Discord. Lots of art geeks, mostly people who came because they like to build and are looking for other people to talk about building with. Now, this is an adoption center. I think it's fairly empty at the moment. Just penguins and a couple of ridiculously high-level ankylos. I think there was... No, that's it for now. There was a massive cyan and yellow giga here last week. Alright, so this is a greenhouse right here. I will not show you that because it has fallen into a little bit of disrepair. I think all the crops have died because once people build a community center, they move on and start doing other things. We get some community gathering dinos here. Ooh, not community. These are Lizzie's dinos. Okay, interesting. Well, Lizzie must be working around the community center. But we did have folks talking about trying to revitalize this and get some of the buildings that have fallen into disrepair back in action. And my favorite parts of the center are up here, guys. There are 3 awesome little spots. One that is mostly decorative. I'm going to be showing you a sort of tavern built by Lizzie the Nerdy Nymph. And then I'm going to be showing you 2 very useful places for new players and for existing players alike. There is an egg emporium full of fertilized eggs that was built by Nuga. And there is a Kibble Shop, which is stocked to the gills. That one was built, a bunch of people contributed. Jayla and Payne and a bunch of people contributed resources to it. So it gets a little darker here. Let's go ahead and gamma a little more. So on my right is, you know what we can do? There we go. I just lit up a little glow stick, guys, so that should help us. So this is the Oasis Tavern. This is the one I was telling you Lizzie built. You can come in here, have a look around. Some of the amazing eco decor mods add a lot of detail to this place. And obviously beer's brewing back here. You can actually still come back and grab beer from the fridge. I drank some on the live stream. Ooh, and I forgot that's how glow sticks work. So why don't we do... No. Okay, that's how you do it. Okay, perfect. Now that's on my back, we should be good. Okay, so that's Lizzie's Tavern. And now let's take a look. It's called Excellence, Fine Fertilized Eggs. I've been referring to it as the Egg Emporium. But in here are fridges. Okay, so what does it say? Gestation Dino Requests. Interesting. So you can ask for creatures that don't lay eggs. And then for creatures that do lay eggs, this place is full. Now, not everything is full. Basically, the things that have been bred by our breeders here. So I'm going to go ahead and look for some of the ones I know. Okay, ankylos. We have some amazing ankylos on this server. Go ahead and take a look in here, guys. Fertilized ankylo eggs. Okay, parents are 390, 340. Yeah, 346 is basically the lowest you will find for a parent. These ones are 396 and 398 from the parents. So you can get yourself an amazing ankylo to start. A lot of the other gathering dinos are very, popular ones around here. So let me go have a look and see what I can find. Okay, Kairuku. Now I know Pixel's been breeding penguins. Okay, there you go. Okay, yet these are all Pixel's eggs. You can see the parents in there, 190s, 170s. So you get yourself started with some quite lovely creatures. And this is all alphabetized too, so shout out to Nuga for this. Okay, now on the other side, what's here that's popular? Rexes. Oh yeah. Oh, Rexes galore. Okay, so 260, 290. These are from Mux, from Major. I know Mux was breeding some very high level ones. Major's been working on them too. And yeah, cool. You get a little bit of everything here, guys. Mux is the one who provided me with my Rexes. And you can see the eggs floating around in here. Spinos, anybody breed those? I don't think so. Okay. But these are here. As the server grows, as we get new breeders, new people on contributing to this. Anyone done Therazinos? No. Okay, what about the Quetzal? Yep, we got a few Quetzal eggs floating around. Parents in the 270s. PZ is Panzar. Is that right? Contributed all those eggs. Terras, Pelagornises, Featherlights. I bet there's Featherlight eggs, right? No. Okay. Dimorphs, RGs. There's got to be RG eggs here, right? Oh yeah, there's RG eggs. Alright, parents at the 340s. Major. And I know Pixel bred some, but I don't know if she contributed eggs. If she did, they might be the unnamed ones. So good job to Major. I've seen his name here a lot. This is kind of like a take him if you need him, bring him if you got him type deal. And that, guys, is the Egg Emporium. And the sun is rising on us. Awesome. Okay, so we'll get to check out this amazing location. If I haven't shown you this, like I said, go back to Ragnarok Explorers 34. But these are the coords. Now, what do we got? Major moving in soon. Might build a public nursery? Question mark. All right, and we have a building over here that I think is slated for future use. Not yet built. And then I'm going to take you guys down to the newest building, which is, ooh, what is this? Okay, so this is more of those koi fish ponds just placed here. Oh wow, that looks good. Is that a natural? That is a natural feature here, the stone, and somebody's added those koi fish ponds to the middle of it. Bravo. Excellent. Okay, and then just down there, guys, if you see that little building sticking out of the ruins there, that is the Kibble Shop. So let's see if we can do a little glide job, I'm sure. Uh-huh. And boom. Skills. Okay, so let's take a look at the brand new Kibble Shop. Kibble Cone. The Kibble Cone. Kibble made in Germany. Jayla, German. All right, and some of this is just decorative that we got out here. We've got, whatchamacallit, a farmer hiding back here like he's selling eggs. You got that Adorbs baby Kairuku. I remember seeing these for the first time when I did my first collaboration with Tagback TV. This was a while ago, guys, before his channel was huge, before my channel grew at all. It was fun. He was showing off this stuff. I was so new to modded building at the time. I'm still new. Let's take a look inside the Kibble Shop. Oh, look at these little decorations. Look at the paint job on the outside. Such a good job, guys. Okay. So, in we go. Now, oh, another person. You got your S Plus Gardener. Is that who she is? Excuse me. S Plus Nanny. Got your S Plus Nanny here, and you've got a bunch of decorative things here. And then, God, these S Plus stairs are buggy as heck today. All right, so I want to point this out. Feel free, take as many kibble as you need for your tame, but not the whole stacks. Now, when you imagine whole stacks, obviously there's not 100 of every type of kibble. That's impossible, right? Let's take a look. This is alphabetized. Allosaurus, Allosaurus, Ankylo, Ankylo. This spider, we got spider eggs all the way down to dodo eggs, and there's 100 of everything, pretty much. This is E to H alphabetized, so you get your Featherlights to your Hesperornis, I to L. Can't be a lot in here, right? Ichthyornis to Lystrosaur. This box will take you from the humble Camelosaurus. Why is it called Camelosaurus in here? Silly. What are they actually called now? My brain. Morellatops. Okay. All right. From Morellatops, that took me so long to remember. From Morellatops to Pulminoscorpus, and then Q to T. What? How many things are in Q to T? Quetzal to Trudon, and then U to Z, Z if you're Canadian, Vulture, and Vulture. How cool. Stocked to the gills. You got this adorable little spot back here. Amazing. So shout out to the people who did the Kibble Shop. Shout out to, because I know it was a team effort. Shout out to Nuga for the Egg Emporium and to everybody who has contributed to it. Shout out to Lizzie for her tavern. Shout out to anybody who came together with us and tamed that Titano. Anyone who's contributed to this community center overall, guys. It's a stunning, stunning place to come. I come here just about every day. This is kind of a hub for me. I travel in and out, going to other servers through this spot, so I'm here often. And now Castle Von Titano lives just outside the gates. Alright guys, so no levels to apply to this beast, but I'm going to finish today's video by showing you the magnificent castle we built on the back of this thing, and I will take him for a little spin. How cool. He's a little loud, I'll give him that. Watch out, trees, I'm coming through. Out of my way. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm UTC, coming at you from the best place in the world to play Ark. You better not go under my feet there, Snake. You are going to get smashed to bits. Smart of you. Keep moving. Alright guys, I'm going to turn down the volume on this behemoth. His footsteps are quite loud, and it's time for me to do an outro. Thank you so much for watching. I call this the best place in the world to play Ark, because I truly think it is. If you think you would like to join us here, you can click on the Patreon link that's popping up on your screen right now, or follow the link in the description to Arahli The Geek's Patreon. Either one gets you here. They do the exact same thing. And for you guys, also popping up is a playlist of my Ark videos from the best place in the world to play. And if you didn't know it, I live stream every Saturday mornings at 11 a.m. And last week we did a couple of special streams on Saturday evening, taming this guy and then building on his back. Links for those videos are also popping up. There's a lot of crap on your screen right now. Thank you for watching, guys. I'm UniteTheClans, and I will see you in the next video.